I welcome you all. In this video, going to see about pseudocode and flowchart in notation. Let's see what is pseudocode. Pseudocode is made up of two words, pseudo and code. Pseudo means imitation and code refers to instruction written in programming language. The pseudocode is not a real programming language, but it looks like a programming language. It is also called as program design language. It is an outline of a program written in a form that can be easily converted into real programming statements. The pseudocode instructions are written in normal English. Rules for writing pseudocode. While writing pseudocode, we have to keep these things in mind. The first point is write one statement per line. The second point, capitalize the keywords. All the keywords in the pseudocode should be in capital letter. Then the third point, end multi-line structure. We must end the multi-line structures such as if, while, switch. These are the multi-line structure. If we use these structures in the pseudocode, we must terminate it with end statement. The fourth point is keep statement language independent. And the fifth point is indent to show hierarchy. Keywords used in pseudocode. These are the keywords. They are used in pseudocode. To start the pseudocode, we have to use the begin keyword. For reading the input, we can use read, obtain, get, input, define. These keywords can be used for reading the data. Then for the output, print, display, show, these keywords are used to display the output. Then for computation, calculate, compute, add, subtract, initialize, determine. These are the keywords used for computational process. For initialization, set, initialize keywords are used. Then for increment, decrement purpose, we can use increment or decrement keyword. Then finally, to end the pseudocode, can use this end keyword. Next, pseudocode guidelines. Pseudocode statement should be written in simple English. Full sentences are not usually necessary. Then each statement should be written in separate line. That is, have only one statement per line. Then the third point is keywords should be capitalized. All the keywords in the pseudocode should be in uppercase letter. The next point is pseudocode should be programming language independent. Keep your statements programming language independent so that this pseudocode can be used for other programming languages also. The next one is the steps in the pseudocode must be understandable. The set of instructions should be always from top to bottom. Advantage of pseudocode. It can be read and understood easily. It improves the readability of any approach. It's one of the best approach to start implementation of an algorithm. Next, it can be done easily on a word processor. It can be modified easily. The main goal of the pseudocode is to explain what exactly each line of a program should do, hence making the code construction phase easier for the programmer. Next, it occupies less space. It will not run over many pages, and converting a pseudocode to a program is very simple. It acts as a bridge between the program and the algorithm or a flowchart. Also, it works as a rough documentation, so the program of one developer can be understood easily when a pseudocode is written out. Next, disadvantages or limitations of pseudocode. Pseudocode does not provide a visual representation of the logic of programming. It is not visual. We don't get a picture of the design. There are no proper format for writing the pseudocode. There is no standardized style of format. In pseudocode, there is extra need of maintain documentation. and for a beginner it is more difficult to follow the logic or write the pseudocode. In pseudocode there is no proper standard for writing the pseudocode. This is the example pseudocode to write two numbers. To start the pseudocode, begin keyword is used. Then for the initialization, set keyword is used to initialize the value 0 to the variable c. Next, read keyword, that is for reading the variable a and b. Then the processing, add keyword is used. In order to display the result, here print keyword is used. Then finally, end keyword is used to terminate the pseudocode. This is another one example for writing pseudocode to calculate the area of a circle. All the keywords in this pseudocode is in uppercase. This is another example. Here indent space is used to show the hierarchy. The space is given before the print keyword because the print statement is given within the structure of if. So the indent space is given before the print keyword. Then finally the multi-line structure is terminated by using the end keyword. Next, flowchart. It is another way of representing algorithm. It is a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. A flowchart is a diagrammatic representation. It can be helpful for both writing programs and explaining the program to others. It is a picture of the separate steps of a process in sequential order. It can be made up of boxes, diamonds, and other shapes connected by arrows where each shape represents a step in the process. The arrows shows the order of the flow of execution, and it can be used in designing or documenting the process or program. The logic of the program is communicated in much better way by using a flowchart. Here different shapes are used for drawing the flowchart. The first symbol, oval shape, it is used for the purpose of terminal, stop and start. It represents the start and the end of the flowchart. The next symbol is parallelogram. It is for the input and output purpose. The next symbol is rectangle. It is used for the purpose of process. It denotes the process to be carried out. Used for the arithmetic operations and data manipulations. The next symbol is diamond shape. It is used for decision purpose. It represents decision making and branching. Next, flow lines. It represents the sequence of steps and direction of flow. The final symbol is connector, circle symbol. It is used for the connection purpose. It connects remote parts of the flowchart on the same page. Next, guidelines for drawing flowchart. All necessary requirements should be listed out in logical order. There should be start and stop in the flowchart that can be denoted by using the terminal rounded rectangles, that is the oval shape, or terminal points. It is used to indicate the flowchart starting and ending point. The flowchart should be clear, neat and easy to follow. The direction of flow is from left to right or top to bottom, which can be shown by using the flow lines. The default flow is left to right and top to bottom. To save time, arrowheads are often only drawn when the flow lines go contrary to the normal. Only one flow line should emerge from a process symbol. The process symbol can be shown by using the rectangle which is used for the mathematical computations or a variable assignment. Only one flow line should enter a decision symbol, but 2 or 3 flow line can leave the decision symbol. If the flowchart becomes complex, the connector symbols are used to reduce the number of flow lines. The validity of flowchart should be tested by passing the symbol test data. This is the example flowchart. This is for addition of two numbers. For the initial and the termination purpose, the oval shape is used. For reading the input value and displaying the result, the parallelogram shape is used. It designates the input or output operations. Then for the process, the rectangle shape is used. Here the addition of two numbers shown by using the rectangle shape. This is the basic design structure of flowchart. Next, using the flowchart, it is easy for the programmer to explain the logic of program, and it is easy to analyze the problem effectively. With the help of this flowchart, a good documentation is done for various purposes. Then it is very useful for efficient coding and efficient debugging and efficient program maintenance. Next, disadvantages, limitations in flowchart. Sometimes the logic of the program is quite complicated. In such a case, flowchart becomes complex. If alterations are required, the flowchart needs to be redrawn completely. So it is another one drawback in flowchart. Then high cost for large applications. For large application, design cost is high. So these are disadvantages in flowchart. Thank you.